Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly build wealth while others struggle to make ends meet? What if I told you that the secret to financial success might just be embedded in the very wiring of your brain? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of neuroscience to uncover how it influences your financial destiny. Welcome to a realm where neurons, dopamine, and your mental framework meet dollars, cents, and long-term success. At first glance, wealth might seem like a straightforward concept: earn more, spend less, and save what's left. But beneath the surface, it's a complex dance of psychology and biology, a choreography orchestrated within our minds. Recent studies in neuroscience suggest that the way our brains are wired plays a pivotal role in our ability to achieve financial success. But what does that really mean? To understand how our minds can dictate our financial outcomes, let's begin with the concept of neural pathways. These are the connections in our brains that develop based on our experiences and habits. Think of them like well-trodden paths in a forest. The more you walk a path, the clearer and more defined it becomes. Similarly, the more you engage in certain habits or thought patterns, the stronger those neural connections become. For some, these pathways are primed for abundance, guiding them toward opportunity, savings, and financial health. For others, they might lead to financial pitfalls, impulsive spending, and chronic debt. The good news is, just like paths in the forest, these neural pathways can be altered. A growing body of neuroscience research is exploring how these pathways impact our financial decisions. It's not just about the raw ability to calculate risk or manage money, but how our brains are programmed to respond to financial challenges and opportunities. Do you feel an adrenaline rush when presented with a risky investment, or do you prefer the calm certainty of a savings account? These reactions aren't just preferences, they are reflections of the neural pathways carved out in your brain over time. Now, let's shift gears and look at the psychological habits common among those who achieve financial success. As it turns out, these individuals aren't just lucky or inherently talented. Their brains are conditioned to think differently about money. For instance, successful people often have a strong future orientation. They can visualize long-term goals, which allows them to make short-term sacrifices for long-term gains. This isn't just willpower at play, it's a cognitive skill that involves specific areas of the brain associated with planning and impulse control. Moreover, these individuals often exhibit what's known as a growth mindset. Coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, a growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed with time and effort. This mindset isn't just motivational, it's rooted in the brain. Research has shown that those who believe they can improve are more likely to actually do so, thanks to neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. In contrast, those with a fixed mindset, believing their abilities are static, tend to avoid challenges, give up easily, and see effort as fruitless. Imagine two people facing a financial setback. The person with a fixed mindset might see it as a confirmation of their inability to handle money, while the person with a growth mindset views it as a learning opportunity, a chance to strengthen their financial muscles. Another key habit among successful individuals is the capacity for delayed gratification. This aligns closely with what's known as executive function in the brain, the part responsible for managing complex processes like planning, decision-making, and behavior regulation. The famous marshmallow test, a study conducted in the 1970s, demonstrated this principle vividly. Children who were able to resist eating a marshmallow immediately in favor of a larger reward later were shown, years later, to have better life outcomes, including financial success. What this reveals is that successful financial habits aren't just surface behaviors, they stem from deep-rooted mental frameworks that can be traced back to neural connections. It's a powerful reminder that our brains and our wallets are more connected than we might think. So, what if you don't see these traits in yourself? Don't worry, the journey doesn't end here. There's a silver lining. Our brains are incredibly adaptable. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change throughout life, is a pivotal concept here. It means that we can rewire our brains to develop the psychological traits conducive to financial success. How exactly can you train your brain for better financial decision-making? Stay tuned, because in the second half of this video, we're going to explore just that. As we've seen, financial success isn't just about luck or external circumstances. It's an intricate dance of biology and psychology, woven together by the neural pathways in our brains. The habits and mindsets of successful individuals aren't just random. They are the outcomes of specific brain processes. But perhaps the most important takeaway is this: you are not stuck with the brain you have. With intention and practice, you can forge new pathways that lead to better financial outcomes. Now that we've laid the groundwork for understanding how your brain can set the stage for financial success, let's take a deeper look into the practical side of things. What steps can you take to reshape your neural pathways for a wealthier future? Don't go anywhere. There's much more to uncover as we continue this journey into the neuroscience of wealth. Welcome back to the second half of our exploration into whether you're wired for wealth and how you can reshape that wiring. With the groundwork laid, it's time to delve into the practical side of transforming your brain for improved financial decision-making. So, how exactly can you rewire your neural pathways to favor financial success? First, let's talk about the power of mindfulness. Neuroscience has shown that regular mindfulness practice can lead to changes in the brain structure, particularly in areas related to self-control and emotional regulation. By practicing mindfulness, you can become more aware of your spending triggers and better equipped to manage impulsive decisions. Consider integrating simple mindfulness techniques into your daily routine, such as deep breathing exercises or a short meditation session. These practices enhance your brain's ability to pause, reflect, and make more calculated financial choices. Next up is the concept of visualization. Successful athletes have long used visualization to enhance performance, and the same principle can apply to financial success. Picture yourself achieving your financial goals, whether it's buying a home, retiring early, or building a business. This mental rehearsal strengthens your commitment to these goals, activating the brain's reward system and making it easier to stay on track. Visualization isn't just about daydreaming. It's about engaging your brain in a way that aligns your actions with your aspirations. Now, let's delve into the fascinating neurological differences between spenders and savers. Cutting-edge research in brain imaging reveals that spenders and savers experience different patterns of brain activity when faced with financial decisions. Spenders tend to show heightened activity in the insula, a region associated with emotional and visceral responses. This means that the immediate pleasure of spending can often outweigh long-term financial planning. On the other hand, savers usually exhibit more activity in the prefrontal cortex, the brain area responsible for higher-order functions like planning and impulse control. This suggests that savers are more inclined to assess the long-term consequences of their financial choices. But here's the exciting part: these brain patterns aren't fixed. By intentionally practicing financial habits that align more with saving, you can gradually shift your brain's response to financial stimuli. Start small by setting manageable savings goals and rewarding yourself for achieving them. This process of rewarding yourself for positive financial behavior can help reinforce the pathways associated with saving, gradually altering your natural inclinations. Additionally, the role of self-talk shouldn't be underestimated. The language you use to describe your financial situation can profoundly influence your mindset and behavior. Instead of saying, "I can't afford this," try framing it as, "I choose to save for something more important." This subtle shift in narrative can empower you to make financial decisions that align with your long-term goals. Over time, positive self-talk can reshape your neural pathways, making financial discipline feel less like a chore and more like a natural part of who you are. As we move toward actionable tips, consider the power of habit stacking. This technique involves attaching a new financial habit to an existing routine. For instance, if you make coffee every morning, use that time to also review your budget. By linking new habits with established ones, you leverage the brain's natural tendency to form automatic routines, making it easier to integrate new financial behaviors into your daily life. Furthermore, let's touch on the importance of accountability. Finding a financial buddy or joining a community with shared financial goals can significantly enhance your motivation and commitment. The social aspect activates the brain's reward centers, providing an added layer of motivation to stay the course. Share your successes and setbacks with someone you trust and celebrate milestones together. This social reinforcement can help solidify your new financial pathways, making them more resilient over time. As we conclude this journey into the neuroscience behind financial success, remember that these insights are not just academic, they're practical tools you can use to transform your financial future. The key takeaway is that with deliberate effort and consistent practice, you can rewire your brain to favor wealth-building behavior. Whether it's through mindfulness, visualization, or community support, each step you take is a step toward building a brain wired for success. So, where do you go from here? Start by choosing one or two strategies that resonate with you and integrate them into your daily routine. Over time, you'll notice shifts in how you approach money, and these small changes can lead to significant financial outcomes. Remember, the journey to wealth is as much about perseverance and growth as it is about dollars and cents. If you found this exploration into financial neuroscience enlightening, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We've got plenty more content to help you build the financial future you deserve. So click that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join us as we continue to unravel the mysteries of money, mindset, and success. Thank you for watching, and here's to a wealthier, more mindful tomorrow.